Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 372, and we are here live in Southwest Florida, waiting on the sun to rise over the buildings and the trees in the east. And this is the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind me. It is incredibly calm here this morning compared to how windy it was in the parking lot. I can't even wrap my head around that. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning. Just say hi if you want to, and if you have questions for me, please give them to me. Hi Grace and Joe and Christy and Lynn and Judy, Lisa, Christine, Kimberly. Thanks for joining live, everybody. Hi Lily and Janet and Mar and Judy. So glad you all could join me. Good morning, Sharon and Melissa. Hi Faye and Lisa and Jermaine. Butterfly kisses, good morning. Hi Rose from Michigan. Hi Nancy. Nancy's working on the Sweet Clara top. That's awesome. Hi Constance and Isabel. Good morning. When I was in the parking lot, it was so windy. I was like, oh, how am I going to do the podcast? It's that windy. And I can't believe what a transformation it was from the parking lot to here. I think Christine said she has this same shirt in white. This is one of the shirts from my Amazon shop. It has some embroidery around the neck. It has butterfly sleeves with some embroidery on it. And my favorite part about it is that it has a tie in the back, so that even though it's, you know, a loosey-goosey kind of top, it's still a little bit fitted under the bust so that I don't look like a house. Because this kind of top can be really unflattering on someone that is heavy-chested. I guess maybe that's not the right word, but with a heavier bust, a loose flowy top can be extremely unattractive sometimes. I need to have some sort of waist definition so that I don't look as pregnant in the belly as I do in the bust. So the fact that this ties in the back makes it the kind of a flowy peasant top that I feel looks a little more attractive on me. And I really love the butterfly sleeves as well. It also has the embroidery at the bottom. This is the green one. It comes in navy, white, pink, bunch of colors, and you can find it in my Amazon shop. It is very comfy, yes. Somebody asked, Naomi, yes, it is very comfortable. And it washes well. I didn't iron this. Could I iron it? Yes. But did I have to? No. I like that. I'm not the greatest ironer in the world, and I don't enjoy it. So anytime I can get away with something and not iron it, I'm all for that. Like, you know that button-down blouse that I have with the birds on it? That one I'm going to need to iron, so not crazy about that. Lisa says get the top. It's great. This is not cotton or chiffon. This is thicker than chiffon. This is not transparent at all, but it is some sort of a blend. You'll have to read the description on the garment, on the listing on Amazon, and it'll tell you what the fiber content is, but it does not feel like 100% cotton to me, which is why it doesn't need to be ironed. Yeah, it washes beautifully, Lisa, I agree. I put it in the washer and dryer, hang it up, and I don't iron it. So that's a plus for some items in my closet. Some things I'm okay with ironing because they're worth it, but everyday stuff, I really like it to be able to just hang up in the closet without ironing. And this is one of those. Jermaine, sure, I can put a link later on the podcast, but if you go to amazon.com/shop/Kristin Omdahl, it will be in the fashion folder for anybody else that wants to go look for it. Yes, Sharon, casual clothes should never need to be ironed. I agree. However, some cotton and some linen I will give exception to, but that's probably only when it's not so casual anymore. More of a dressy casual, but straight up casual, like everyday stuff I can put on at 7 o'clock in the morning, no, I don't want that to need ironing. Yes, Lisa, I think I've worn this with a jean skirt, I've worn it with jeans, I've worn it with shorts. I think it looks cute with all of it. See if anybody has any other questions about that. And it came in an assortment of colors too. Speaking of colors, I have new colors of yarn to show you today. Hi Judith, thanks for joining from Santa Barbara, California. Hi Edna, thanks for joining live. Hi Julie. to show you guys the beach too. We've got people doing boot camp here on the beach just to the right of me, just to the south of me. Hi Leanne, hi Naomi and Kimberly. We've got quite a few walkers this morning too. The sun's almost coming up over the trees in the east. Looking forward to that. It'll warm it up. It's pretty chilly riding my bike here this morning. Here's the beach to the north of us. A few fishermen, somebody's reading down there, and a bunch of walkers off in the distance. The visibility is not too bad today. You can see quite a ways. Well, it's not amazing, but there's a little more visibility than other days. Hi Jan from South Dakota. Thanks for joining live. Okay, so I have new colors of yarn to show you. So I did not bring with me, but Be So Serene, I will have new stock in Tranquil, which is turquoise, and in Grateful, which is the dark teal blue. I will have both of those colors back in stock later today. And I have 4 new colors here with me this morning in Be So Bold yarn, which is my worsted weight organic cotton and bamboo blend. So we have Enchanting Jasmine, which is a beautiful creamy white, which is a great counterbalance to any of the bright colors too if you wanted to do color work. This is Twilight Peacock. This is Pineapple Revival. And this is Backyard Bougainvillea, which I feel like I captured most of the colors of Bougainvillea from my backyard. Hi from Netherlands. Thanks for joining live. So we'll do these again. So we've got Enchanting Jasmine, which is the top of my list for buying a new plant for my backyard. I want some jasmine so I can smell it every day. And yes, I think the scent of jasmine is intoxicating and enchanting. So this one is Enchanting Jasmine. This is Pineapple Revival, and the reason I dyed this one is because when I made my pineapple and tomatillo salsa last week, I decided to keep the top of the pineapple, and I'm trying to sprout roots on it to regrow it. So I thought, what a great idea for a yarn color. So this has lots of golden yellow and then some different shades of green for the leaves of the pineapple. So we've got Enchanting Jasmine, Pineapple Revival, Twilight Peacock, which just has those gorgeous teals and blues and bronzes in it, but it's on the darker side, so I thought it should be more of, thought it should be named appropriately. Hi Andrea, thanks for joining live. And then you all know how much I'm in love with all the different colors of Bougainvillea in my backyard. So I've captured some peach and some coral and some hot pink and some like a violet berry color in here. Really does look like a combination of my Bougainvillea in the backyard. I'll take pictures of it in the backyard today. I think that'll be fun. But isn't that beautiful? So it's peach, coral, pink, and berry. Like a little bit of a plum color in there. Really beautiful. I love this one. I love all of them. So then we've got Backyard Bougainvillea, Twilight Peacock, Pineapple Revival, and Enchanting Jasmine. They actually look really beautiful together too. Thanks, Lydia. Does anybody have any questions or want to see any of them side by side? Judy, these are worsted weight Be So Bold yarn. They will be available in the next couple of days in Be So Lush, which is the fingering weight version of it. So this is worsted weight organic cotton and bamboo blended together, which is very buttery soft, and the cotton makes it a little more matte than 100% bamboo, which has a little more shine. So you can see it's a little more of a matte finish, but super duper soft. 51% organic cotton, 49% bamboo. This is the number 4 worsted weight, and these colors will also be available in the number 1 fingering weight Be So Lush yarn in a couple of days. Yes, Andrea, you can buy crochet hooks on my website. Thanks, Carmen. I love naming things. It's so fun. Thank you, Elena. If anybody wants to see them up close, see them untwisted, or see them side by side with other colors, please feel welcome to make suggestions. I'm happy to do anything. Wait and see if there's any questions. Worsted weight, yes, you could make socks with worsted weight. They'd be a little more like, yes, the yarn drapes very well, Beatrice. You could make worsted weight socks. They would be heavier socks, right? So it would be, you could make them for house socks. You could make them for wintry socks. People do make socks in worsted weight yarn. That is true. Sock weight is a little closer to number 2 sport weight yarn, but people make socks in all weights of yarn. Thank you, Alina. Hi, Faye. Thanks for joining live. I think I saw your name. The yardage, I don't recall off the top of my head, but I believe it is around 250 yards in worsted weight yarn for a 4-ounce hank, but I wind them into a center pull ball for you. Somebody asked for backyard bougainvillea to be untwisted, and you can see a lot more of that color change from, so you can see how it goes from peach to coral to hot pink to like a plummy, like a plum berry kind of a color. You can see those color transitions really beautifully. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the way they transition. Let's untwist the other ones too, because it really is interesting. When I hand massage the colors, it really is interesting how they blend. So like this is 3 colors. There's a turquoise, there's a bronze, and then there's a blue, like a purpley blue. And you can see how it looks like more than 3 colors because of the way I hand massage the colors together. So you end up getting those really beautiful transition colors in between. So pretty. I love this one too. Love all of them. And then here's the Pineapple Revival. You can see that we go from a really golden yellow, and then a couple different shades of green, but then those transitions between the greens too. And just as a contrast, if you wanted to do any kind of a color work, the Enchanting Jasmine looks really beautiful next to any of them. And I still have other solid colors in my shop as well. So the Enchanting Jasmine would be beautiful with any of the other solid colors that are still available. It's a cotton and bamboo blend. Yes, 51% organic cotton and 49% bamboo. And it is incredibly soft and very drapey. Really, really gorgeous. Thanks, Naomi. I love the colors too. Definitely inspired by my backyard on this one. I love all the backstories I can share too. I think that's so fun. It's just so fun that I have the ability to see something and translate it into yarn. The white is just white. The white is a pure creamy white. Yeah, they are pretty together too, Dee. Hi, Tammy. Your finger's getting stuck. Try this again. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. It can be questions about this or anything else. If I can answer, I will. When I was snapping the yarn just now, remember when I got to meet Jonah Larson at the taping of Knit and Crochet Now? One of the things I taught him how to do was how to retwist a hank. He was admiring Be So Sporty Bling, and I actually gave him a ball of it too, because he loved the idea of making jewelry for his mom with it. And so we untwisted it like this to show him all the colors and show him I told him how the color he picked was Sunrise 06, and it was one of the colors that I've dyed based on the sunrises here at the beach, and showing him the silver plied into the yarn. And afterwards I went like this to retwist it, and he was looking like, what did you just do? What is that? And so I showed him my trick for snapping the yarn before twisting it, and then showed him how to twist it, and then he tried it as well. These are worsted weight Good Day, but I have lots of yarns that are fingering weight. Do I have new patterns? I'm releasing new patterns every week right now, Marv, for Layers Knit and Layers Crochet, and there are patterns in both of those books for this yarn. That is true. Yes. Whoever's asking about winding yarn, if you do a search on my YouTube channel for how to wind yarn, I have lots of videos on it showing you how to use a yarn ball winder, how to use a Swift, and some of my greatest tips and tricks for snapping the yarn and getting out, and how to navigate and manipulate the yarn when it looks like it's getting stuck. So I would highly recommend you look at those videos. They might be extremely helpful for what you're doing, because it seems like a really weird thing to do if you're not used to winding yarn. I mean, if you think about it, you've got miles and miles and miles of thin string all wrapped together, and you've got to keep it organized. So I think it's really important to get an idea of what's going on, and the best way to do that is to watch a video on someone who's done it a whole bunch of times. So please feel welcome to search for that on my YouTube channel. I've got some great videos about it. This yarn is worsted weight. Good Day. I really can't help with technical questions on patterns on the live broadcast. I wish I could. Well, hello there. Good morning. We have a bird this morning. He's going to be aloof. But if you want to email me about the pattern, I'd be happy to help you if I can. I know other people have had questions about the Summer Love and Vest, and they have posted those questions in the Create, Share, Inspire group on Facebook, and have gotten answers from other people who have successfully made the vest already. So that might be a good place to start. Rebecca, you're gonna, I mean, based on whatever pattern you're making, your pattern probably tells you how many yards you need, and then I would, you know, check out the yardage of the yarn and just do that quick math to see how many balls that you'd need. Like if this is around 250 yards and the pattern calls for 1,000 yards, you would need 1,000 divided by 250, you'd need 4 balls. Constance, my email address is listed in the video description below. It's also on my website. There's a contact me button there too, and you can email me at projectkristincares@gmail.com. And again, there's lots of information on that pattern on the Create, Share, Inspire group on Facebook, where questions have been answered about the foundation oval beginning of the pattern, which sounds like that's the problem that you're having. Been getting lots of questions about videos for no such thing as silly questions. Whoever's saying that, what was I gonna say? I'm distracted. There's people taking video and photos down here, and I'm curious what they're doing. Anyway, people have been asking about videos for Layers Knit and Layers Crochet, and yes, I was making them for the first few weeks, and I have stopped temporarily. I got really thrown a loop doing prepping for Knit and Crochet Now, and then going out of town for a week, so I got a little behind on my normal schedule. But as the books are released, once we are done releasing the individual patterns and the paperback gets announced, it will be after that that each week I will be releasing new videos for the patterns. Eventually there will be a video for each pattern, but it's going to be a process, and it's not going to happen as the ebook is being released. It's going to happen as the book is released. So anybody that has been expecting them ahead of time, they're not going to be coming out right now, but they will be coming out when the book is released. Does anybody have any other questions about that? And then I will get back to a regular schedule of video tutorials as well. But, you know, adding something to an already busy schedule means some things get pushed behind. So there are thousands of videos and tutorials on my website, but if the pattern you're looking for isn't there, please feel welcome to give me a message with a suggestion. I'll add it to the list, and as I can do them, I absolutely will. Good morning, Jill. Thanks for joining live. Oh, here comes the guys doing the video. You'll see in a second. I think they're doing an interview. and he's using the kind of tripod that I couldn't get to work on my phone the other day. You'll see it in a second. It's called a Smooth. See the tripod he's using? That stops the stability, it keeps stability while you're walking. So that's the one that I want to use for to take you guys for a walk on the beach. But I can't get my phone to fit in there, and I can't get the tripod to work. And it was expensive, so it kind of stinks. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Does anybody have any other questions at the moment before we move on? Ah, I think I see sun coming. Oh, good day. That's a great idea. I think Lily did one of that t-shirt that I wore the other day. I think she did one already. Thank you, Carmen. I'm so glad you like my tutorials. I have tons of them here on my YouTube channel, and many times I add them to, once I've done the tutorial for a specific pattern, they are then embedded into the pattern page on my website, and going forward that's how I do it as well, because it's just convenient to know where things are. I know that you guys, just like me and everybody else, has a gazillion things on your plate, and anytime I can make things simplified and easy for you, I do. I promise I do. Somebody said they like the yarns. Thank you. Okay, what's our next page in the book? All right, so I'm going to read the next quote in the Create, Share, Inspire notebook from Volume 1, Issue 5. And this one is written by Buddha. Very old, which is so cool, because I find it fascinating that something that can be extremely old can be timeless and be important and relevant no matter what. I think that's amazing. Okay, so this one's written by Buddha. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the single candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Yes, so beautiful. We had another one that was similar to this last week. I don't know if it was from this volume or Volume 1, because we did talk about something about sharing light from candles, but this one's different, and it is so, so, so true. You never lose the light of a candle by lighting another candle from it. So let's read it again. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the single candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. When you share your happiness with other people, it does not take away from your happiness. In fact, I really think it only increases your happiness, right? If it's received well. If people are rejecting you and not receiving you, I mean, that's another thing altogether. But as long as what you're doing is received by somebody else, I do feel like it only makes your happiness grow. And when you can step back from a situation and not care if your happiness is received by other people, then it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so let's read this one more time from Buddha. Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the single candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. There is no downside to sharing your happiness with other people. None. None. The more positive energy we can put out there, the better our circle, the better our core is, the better our circle is, and the bigger the ripples of happiness and positivity around us become. And there's the possibilities of inspiring other people to do the same exist when you do it. So there's no wrong way and no wrong time to share your happiness with the world. It does not take from your happiness. Love that. What a great way to start the day. Does anybody have any other questions for me or want to talk about that? Does that inspire anybody to think any other thoughts? Thanks, Lydia. Thanks, Nikki. I'm so glad you guys like the quote too. It's a great way to start the day, isn't it? Because even if you were nervous about sharing your happiness with other people, maybe now you'll feel more inspired to do so.
One thing, yeah, so I'll send you over the course. So it'll teach you how to ask too. Okay. So that's why I call it a key story.
Yes, Joe, wonderful way to start the day. I agree. All right, well, if nobody has any other questions, oh, by the way, all of these yarns are listed in my shop already, but without photos, so you are the first people to find out that they exist. So just again, this is Backyard Bougainvillea, Twilight Peacock, Enchanting Jasmine, and Pineapple Revival. There are other colors available as well. This is Be So Bold, organic cotton and worsted weight yarn, or organic cotton and bamboo worsted weight yarn. The photos aren't there, but they are in the listing, so if you wanted to order them before they go, before anyone else finds out about them, now would be the time to do that. If you have any questions, always leave them for me in the comments below. In the recorded version, I'm able to reply to those comments throughout the day. If you have any other questions, you can email me. All the links to everything we talk about are in the video description below, including where to find my shop and how to find me on other social media channels. If you enjoy the podcast, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, find all the thousands of tutorial videos that I have here on my YouTube channel, and click that bell notification button if you want to be notified every time I go live. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everyone.